Okay, as always, test, 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 test. How much delay there is today? Okay, let me see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? What the hell? That's very high. It should be lower. I do not understand why it did waste 10 seconds instead of 5 like before when he put it on low latency, but it's good enough. Who cares? I'm gonna finish setting up something to see if it even works. If it doesn't work, I'm not gonna use it. 1 second, please. It did not work. Oh well, so whatever. Let's open this. Okay, so as we know, we have been very evil lately on the game. Hey, even in some of the practice games we did for the Colosseum, we just were bullying our neighbors, attacking everyone on sight. Like, it was just straight up hands the moment we saw anyone. And that's like good until you realize when you don't have a strong build, they will punch you back. So we need to practice a build that will allow us to have good stuff. So our first option is still Volcano is legally bad. We just replace experimental, which is banned for natural neural network. Our second option is to seem a bit less, how can I call it, dangerous by playing resource consolidation, because no one is playing machine. Everyone thinks that machine is like weaker. So if we play machine, we can also be evil by rushing a funny thing, or we can do the classic and go for void dwellers, which is never a bad option if you ask me. Let me check this. Yes, this is a scientist now. Since we don't have experimental, I do want the arc furnace faster, so a scientist is good here. Second option is holy many volcanoes, which we try to ascend fast. Year 15, it's not that bad. Experimenting volcanoes, that's not one that we're allowed to do. If we have packs Girly Pop Nation, but it takes way too long to actually work. Spider Gorger doesn't count, which is like the OG progenitor stuff. Hello, Zectrol. I'm considering which build we can start with. I think Blogger Fire is like a decent one. Cultivation rows, volcanic nesting, and we use that as a baseline to see how the other builds compare to. It's a very simple build. It's cultivation drones, which will give us all these modifiers, which is resources from job plus 10%, pop growth or assembly plus 10%, pop up minus 15%, and the blockers, which, believe it or not, are going to be completely irrelevant because we're also going to be using volcanic nesting. The combination of these two civics means that none of your planets will have blockers. The new changes of statecraft, what do you think? I never use the statecraft, so I don't really care. It only means that bioscope. There is one build that I do use as statecraft, but it's also a Jeston build, so I don't really care about leader levels there. Yes, let's start with Blogger Fire. It's nothing like crazy, it's not innate, it can later ascend. We're also not a thermophile, so we can have botting on it and try to have more fun stuff. We're slapping Unbreakable Resolve for the stability as always. Industrials, because we're gonna need so much mining. Unruly, this is free. Repugnant, this is free. So yeah, let's begin with a very simple build. Like I said, we look at our capital. We have this too. That's fine. We all are gonna have some of this, But these are the only blockers we're gonna remove. The ones in our guarantees should not have anything, which is this desert world and this desert world. We have an extra volcano world, but that is not our guaranteed. Our guaranteed is this one. Gonna ship that guy over there. Gonna get food because we need it. And another science ship. Okay, it's not the worst options, but also not the best. Isolationist. Let's go for some balanced production. But yeah, this stream mostly came because speaking with some people made me realize that during the practice games, way too many people were trying to gang up against me, and I realized, hey, I'm not gonna be as strong in year 30, so I'm gonna have to do something about it so I don't immediately perish and die. So that's always fun to do. So we're gonna buy some food so we don't immediately die. Buy the minerals so we can start the construction of everything we need. Oh, we also start with an environmental engineer. I didn't realize that is actually really good. We're gonna ignore the trade. This is fine. We're gonna immediately hire the scientist. I'm gonna present it here. We're gonna get it before we get prosperity. That's not an issue. Like my content. So, it's very funny because I was actually checking with multiple people. They were like, yeah, we're gonna assassinate you now. It's like, oh god, oh no, the content. And I cannot let anyone else steal the content away from me, so... Like the Fire Nation, the Blorg would attack first. The great Blorg Sakuya will lead us to victory. Which, if I'm being honest, I didn't know that Blorg could have botting. I never realized that. But the more you know. Let's check this. It's not actually that much energy we have to get. I do not know which one will finish first. That one's gonna finish first. And we're gonna let them do whatever the hell they want. Ideally, we'd have the shroud, but I'm not... Hi, landman build. I could, but... fun is banned, so it's not as funny to do landmine without fauna. Nice clickbait, just no, this is my evil arc. I don't know what you mean. I need to assassinate my nearest year 30. Even Quantum is trying to get people to team up against me. And he has the power of bribery on his side. Corruption. So, took my mechanics first, then we're gonna slap in a geothermal power plant. Unity, this is completely fine. We can get more later. We're not really attempting to ascend or anything. We can go in here and see management. We don't have any blockers. And we don't have any blockers here. And this is because of the combination of the two civics. I don't know why it happens. It just happens. I think it's because volcanic nesting doesn't have blockers on the guarantees, but I'm not sure. I don't know how it works. That is something I was told and I checked and it was true, so I'm doing it. But it's not something I discovered, so I don't know. I don't really use this civic, so I don't know how it works. Minor artifacts, we need more, that's not enough. Okay, we are gonna get the fortified border. But yeah, so because I cannot talk about evil training the whole time, I'm also gonna talk about other stuff such as I just caught up to ReZero when I was watching anime. And the new season was actually like a really solid start. Because you have the I always forget the name of the main characters of all the shows I'm watching because I'm watching way too many. But the guy just having his friends being forgotten and the guy noticing that he doesn't remember his sister, I believe it is, was like, oh no, why? Why is it this way? Why is gluttony built like that? I don't understand. So it was really an interesting experience. I think it's better to build a thing for him. Like, just the season ending for season 3 was already, like, really good. But the start was also, like, pretty solid. I have nothing. Oh god, this is official. I need to change that later. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the ending of the season 3 was, like, really solid. Where they say, oh yes, maybe 2 of the archbishops of the witches cult. Like that, yeah, that's pretty fun, that's pretty solid. And then they show, hey, but your Gluttony also got this guy. No one remembers it, except from the main character. And I got really invested in that. And I'm glad they immediately touched on it. Like, that's the first thing that happens in season 4, outside of the gorgeous tiger watching his mother not remembering him. Which, I don't know why that made me laugh when I was watching it. I generally don't have a reason why, it just made me laugh when I was watching it. Formatting forum, then we're gonna get another magma conduit. We're fine here. We're gonna get the energy in a second. But yeah, it was pretty fun to watch the season. I'm very excited to see where it goes. I have not read the light novels. I have not seen the manga. I only watch the anime. I'm not that much of a nerd. So I'm really curious to see where it goes, because they also have to bring like Millie uh, to see that sage so they can rescue, I believe it's Rem. I always get confused with the name of the sisters. I genuinely don't remember the name of the main character. I need to look it up. Subaru Natsuki, yes. I was confusing it with Kazuma of the other anime that he also resurrects a lot. Which is like very interesting. There's multiple animes of the same concept of a guy just being brought back to life like multiple times, and that's his whole shtick. Okay, we do the active volcano, which will increase everything we have. Another thermotechnic forum. Then we do another magma conduit. We can send now a colony ship. We're gonna send it. Wait, I'm sending it to the wrong planet. This is a test run, so I just wanted to send it to my guaranteeds. I'm not gonna use this volcano world, sadly. I want more food and I want more energy. Aggressive it is. But yeah, Subaru was super interesting. I like when he started using the scene of Sloth, I think it was. That's because there is like a connection to Mealy and Sloth that was shown in like in the flashbacks to her childhood that she barely remembers. And then there's also Pride that just freezes his heart with all his wives. It was pretty weird, but interesting. I don't know how to describe it. By the way, we can ignore the lack of alloys. We're gonna get them in a second back. We also have felt basically the same puff growth than with innate design. That is pretty funny to think about. Active volcano is gonna be gone, so we're gonna get more pops and more resources in general. Let's see how much goes up. That barely went up. What about our pop growth? Okay, that did go up in a significant manner. Someone is pinging me in Discord. What the hell is happening? What's a ghost ping? I don't know who pinged me. What? Oh my god, I'm being trolled. I hate it. Oh well, we don't really have the minerals to keep building anything in space, but that's completely fine. We can ignore it for now. The more important part is just to queue this, so we can non-stop build. We can also get the tech from space. This is the better place for the tech, so we're gonna get that. We're gonna have the resources in a second. I am gonna remove these mountains after the thermo is built. I said after the thermo is built. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is a horrible planet in general. No generate districts, no mining districts. What do you give me? Okay, you give me some mining districts, that's important. Here we're gonna get more food. I'm gonna get more minerals this way. And more energy. Power exoskeletons, I guess that's a fine tech to get. Just for the job efficiency, but if I'm being honest, Space Torpedo is also really good. Doesn't really open anything until tier 2, which is a desirable thing to do. Okay, I forgot to build a colon ship. I am throwing them alone. This is incredible. For talent, I am not doing the aptitude thing yet. It takes way too long and I need stuff now. Okay, how much is our buff growth now? Yeah, this is innate numbers of pop growth, which is very fun to think about. Because botting scales better than innate. At least pop-wise. Now we get the mind link. Let's see if we get anything fun here. Okay, the month passed. We didn't get anything. I hate it. Didn't work. We have a lot of energy. We don't really need to work as much energy or get energy from space. I actually want trade out of space. I need the trade so I can keep getting more minerals. And to have sustained the minerals, I'm gonna sell food, which we have in excess. This is all going back to just sell food. I hate it. Why is this game this way? Okay, now we have a reasonable amount of mineral income. Which means we can keep making more thermotechnic forums, which is the base of every volcano build. We're lucky we got architectural interest. How long till this colony is done? 30 days. We can start it before year 6. That's not a bad timing. Could have been better, I just messed up the numbers. I should get this system, as this gives minor artifacts. We need them for capital. It will not increase as much the number of stuff we get, but still pretty good. I don't know if it's worth it to get it. This is like insane amount of pay. You know what? Sure, I'm gonna fire this one. Leader scientist, I'm gonna fire you. I've never clicked this option. I usually only get it when I'm total war, so I don't know. It's not bad actually for the research. Just like maxed out everything you can do to get the max exploration. We need another magma here, another thermo. We're gonna have 3 extra slots, by the way. 23 because of the civic, which is pretty nice. I like it quite a lot. This is going to be an alloys planet. This is going to be a minerals planet. We're gonna make energy in our capital. I know I'm making a lot of minerals in our capital, but it isn't necessary. We need it early on, so... Also amenities, which we're gonna need. I'm also gonna upgrade the starbase there to get more stuff. Starbase as well. Let's see if we can find a... It's nice to have the leader. That is like the most lazy way to find a shroud. I am not motivated to find a shroud at all. And that is very easy to see, but it's also good to do builds that don't need the shroud. I'm gonna go fast. I don't really need the micro timing. 28 and half of this guy. I hate it. Okay, that wasn't 100% a skill issue on my side. I should have paid more attention. We're gonna go down, snap the broadcast. We need those minerals back. Okay, let's see what we get here. Spark of Genius. Okay, that's really good. Prismatic, that's also really good. Or for Scony, which we're gonna do Spring Nest. Hive Warren. We're gonna make some minerals. We remove the Hunter Secret Drones because that's just how it works. Energy Muggle, that means more energy. More jobs for free as well. We're gonna get more food from space, so eventually we can stop working the job. And we're gonna get energy. We have a lot of maintenance drones, so this is fine. And we're gonna be over 100 tech before year 10, which is also fine. It's not like the greatest number, it's just like good enough. I kinda want to get engineering on all my commanders. It's not that bad of a trait to have. I'm tempted to just build this on top. I should. I probably should actually. But I need the Unity as well. I kinda want to do Unity here and hear the signs. I'm gonna do that. So the first thing we're gonna do on the offspring nest is slap in the progen jobs. So we get some assembly. Assembly is always better than growth. Mineral purification, let's go. That's gonna save our economy. We're also gonna get extra research from space. We're over 100 tech, which is ideal. Thermothermic form is gonna come up in a second. So this is gonna finish in what, 9 months, depending on this. Let's see, it's 11, it should go down to 8, maybe 9. 9, okay, it didn't go down as bad as I thought. But it's still decent, you know? Okay, I don't really want... I'm gonna keep talking about the animes I've been watching. Okay, I finished watching ReZero, I'm up to date. I was watching Konosuba as well. I'm not up to date to that one. I am just up to the part where there is a dub. I don't watch the subtitles version, I just want to... I like to see anime on my second screen, so I don't like to watch dub. I mean sub, I like the dub. The voice actor is also pretty funny. And I keep getting confused between the names of the two main characters because they both get resurrected all the time. And it's very similar, like, motivations if you look at it. Like, if you squint and look at it, it's very similar motivations. But, it's fine, I guess. I like more ReZero than Konosuba. I mean, Konosuba is fine, it's just not. ReZero. ReZero has like insane character development. And Konosuba is the guy not wanting to do anything because he was a... It's like, that is such a Japanese moment. Okay, we get evolutionary convergence and then we're gonna get the special attack of the Civic. Volcanic Forge of field modulation, yes, that's good. Now finally, aptitude. Here we're gonna go for the same order. Offspring Nest, Hive Warren, and Deliver Not. We're gonna build some mining districts just so we can boost the job. Actually, no, we have this modifier. I don't want to build minerals here, even to boost the modifier. Dispose of them. I never not dispose of them. Engineering. Let's see if it actually works now. That is so slow. I hate it. Engineering is not good. I've been lied to. We're gonna get more food, more energy. If we save a lot of energy, we're gonna be in a really good spot. So we don't have to care as much. Here we're gonna remove this hive cluster. We're gonna slap in the engineering research specialization. We want more engineering so we can get all the fun techs we need. And then we're gonna slap in all the labs here. And here we're gonna slap in Unity. Like one more Unity building and then a random lab in here maybe. Offstring is coming up. That is fine. This is going well in this area. Continue to research. Who is the unlucky guy that has it? You? This is like my favorite research. It's scanning itself. It's literally just scanning itself. It's so stupid, I love it. It's literally just scan the rocks that are giving you a headache. And get good, please. Power exoskeletons. We fire this, favorite society. Here we're gonna go for mineral extraction, but before that we can easily afford mining subsidies, so we're gonna use it. I'm gonna cancel the construction from space so I can get the minerals in a faster way. Investor is nice. 1 month. Mineral extraction. How much pop growth we're getting? None, because all is going away to this place, I believe. Oh, it's like half-half, okay. I need to build an alloy foundry here. And I need to get this stack very pronto. Specialist training. That means now we need like different officials from all our planets to get the better modifier everywhere. Engineering research specialization. It's funny if we're not really building in here. Here I'm gonna later slap in a heavy industry, but it's fine. The first one I'm gonna do is this xenobiological lab, mostly because I really want to finish this fast, so I can put on the colonies. Mineral extraction, then we're gonna put the funny building there. Okay, we can disable this. I don't really like working food jobs. It's not ideal. I'm gonna send it here just so I can get more food from space. 8 years, this is fine. Hopefully we're gonna get the labs and engineering on the next roll. I believe this is the longest I've gone without getting them, but it's not like we're actually going too hard for them. Mineral extraction, field dynamic centers. Who are you? Sure, you can do that, I guess. Okay, nanomechanics. Wait, that's a name? Yeah, nanomechanics. Okay, I was not mistaken. More minor artifacts. That is good indeed. I'm gonna let them work whichever jobs they want. They have 400 jobs available. They can figure it out themselves. I do, however, need this mineral purification plants up. And I'm gonna remove half of the energy jobs. So they can go into mineral jobs and we can get more minerals. Yep, that's so much better. And with mineral purification, let's go up to 200 maybe? Okay, I forgot to get this one, which is also gonna be energy. I have cluster, just so we finish doing everything on the capital soon. 17 months, that is so slow. Minute autonomy, that's an extra effective later skill level, which will give us a better modifier here. Right now this is 8 when it should be 6. That's just more pop growth in general, more tech, more unity, more of everything. There's really no reason not to go for aptitude as a hive. It might be even better than supremacy in a lot of cases. Let's see. Didn't go up to 200, but still really good. Yeah, that was completely necessary. I need to save the... Okay, I already have the minerals for this, so I can continue building stuff everywhere else. Actually, no. I need to have industry first here, before I need the mining jobs over there, but here we're gonna get the food, more trade. We're 2 months from getting the engineering lab. 11 pop growth, 4, 3. I need to set more pops to this planet. Okay, there we go. No, I need to remove this one. This one is not allowing there to be the number of alternatives that we actually have. Which is really bad. Why is this a nest world? There should be a mining world. Okay, I just need like another month of minerals and we're gonna have enough minerals to build them both planets so they become volcano worlds, even though it's not really necessary for them to become volcano worlds. Architectural interest, that's gonna help a bit with the energy. Let's see by how much. That did not help at all. Genome mapping, we're gonna try to get clone vets. I actually don't know in which category it is. It's on the government category? Okay, that wasn't expected. Architectural interest. You are going to become a scholar. I wanted to finish that fast, and I don't really need you after, so automatic exploration protocols. We're gonna open supremacy. Geothermal, that's free energy. We're gonna remove exotic refining gases. The exotic gas refinery because it has a lot of weight, which is important to get rid of. We might be able to get arc furnace since we do have the spark of genius in here, even though we don't have the ascension perk. It's just a bit of luck, which we might have. We have enough engineering to roll arc furnace, and we don't really have any empire size to increase the tax too much. I'm gonna start getting everything from that's just some extra resources. The sooner you get her, the sooner they will pay for themselves and give you net results. We're gonna upgrade the hive cluster. Let's buy how much. This increases our engineering. Okay, that was decent. We also have a lot of fake physics because of the dimensional portal drones, which I'm gonna leave there. They're fairly expensive to maintain. That was weird. Did this not start working when it should have? Okay. I don't really know why. But we're gonna let them go into the mining jobs, so the terraforming will go faster, and here we're gonna let it go to the alloy jobs, so the terraforming goes faster. Should not be really an issue. Ideally, yeah, I try to take this system, or even this one. But I don't feel like expanding. I don't feel like getting a lot of stuff. I'm playing as if I was being like on the defensive of evil people who want me dead on the Colosseum. Because as we all know, I'm not the bad guy in here. It's everybody else. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Doctrine Space Combat, which is a good one. Shady Contacts. Improve deflectors. I'm gonna send this guy to explore. Destroy everything. I never know if I pick the right options for that tech, so I never take it. Options while doing the archaeology site. Your pops in a planet are just gonna mutate, and they're gonna become like bad pops or something. At least when I got it, the pops became like bad. Like the traits they got were bad. That actually ruined that game because I needed very specific traits. 11. Migration is actually messing this up. I'm gonna disable migration. Exotic gas extraction. I need to get rid of that now. But actually no, I also want to get rid of destroyers because this should be able to get enough alloys on its own. We're gonna go for more unity though. The one... They're just blowing the leaves right next to my window, what the hell? I've never had it be so close, even last year. There's not even that many leaves, what the hell are they doing? Okay, they're also cutting the grass, which my neighbor also does not have that much grass. I don't understand why he wants the grass gone. It's not even against the HOA to have that amount of grass that he has. He He just wants it gone. He doesn't even have like anything on his lawn. I don't understand why he's doing this. I mean, sure, this is right, but seems a bit excessive, if you ask me. We're gonna get a slightly more tech now. When I say slightly, I mean like not very slightly. This should be enough unity, and with this, we're gonna get more tech. We're actually keeping up with the progen amount of pops. Even though we have like reduction of pop growth in here. That's very interesting. Okay, I want to get rid of ground defense planning. Oh, it's coming back for more, what the hell? Well, I'm gonna ignore my neighbor, it's a whatever. This build doesn't really have much to do, it's like very straightforward. You just keep building on the capital and let the colonies just slowly build themselves up. And hopefully you get enough for arc furnace or something, which we're slowly trying to get. I guess the goal would be to have like 300 tech before year 20, which we might be able to do depending on the volcanoes. I just hate that it doesn't tell you how long it's gonna take to terraform. Just says 20%. 20% of what? I don't know what the percentage is. Okay, we're going broke because we keep doing labs. But it doesn't matter, we got the arc furnace. Truly winning. Let's see, do we have a... Oh, this is a system for an arc, if I've ever seen one. This one is meh, I think. What the hell? This is empty. This does have a molten world, but I think the other one was bigger. This is like fake big, this is a small system. Same with this one. This is also smaller. Huh, I'm not sure actually which one will be the bigger one. But we're gonna remove the doctrine food support. We're not gonna use more unity. We're gonna save it. We are, however, gonna get this minor artifact. We do want that. I'm gonna go in fast. I don't want to spend too long in this build. Okay, I'm gonna pause. I don't want this guy to die. Let's go for UV lasers. Sure. Investor 2 is not that bad. I don't know if the terraforming traits or the modifiers affect this, since it's based on the speed of the volcanic forge. I don't think it works that way. Let's see, what do you want, industrialist? We are losing minerals, but it should fix itself in a bit. It's not that big of an issue. I'm going to stay with the construction ship in this system. I believe that's the biggest system we have. I might click this later. I don't want to have the precursor. Okay, let's check where we're wrong. This is size 14. Our capital is the biggest one. What? Okay, that's very unexpected. Size 18. What the hell? Where can we build it? Where is it? Okay, sometimes you can get unlucky and your capital just doesn't have a molten world. We were lucky. Are you ignoring the extra world to practice on just 3 basic worlds? Yes. I know I could get like so much more stuff had I've taken this. This will be a pure mineral planet. I have the energy to remove this too. I have the tech to get the 2. It's not that big of an issue. I just don't want to mess up the baseline. Because I know my luck in the colosseum, I'm gonna get like 3 planets maximum. So I always practice only with 3, and if I get extra planets on the colosseum, then that's a bonus. But I never assume I'm gonna get more than 3. Which is very funny to consider that a lot of builds fail because they assume they're gonna get more than 3. Well, I don't, because I never get more than 3. The one time I got more than 3 planets by a lot, we had to do a rehost, so it didn't even matter. Yeah, we're getting back the minerals now. This is not a problem at all. I wanted, like, the people you hate. I didn't want you. I don't want to go into that system because L gates. And system with the star. That should be fine. Oh, if the volcanic planet is a guaranteed to, this is hard mode practice. No, this is not a guaranteed. This is just like a good spawn. My guaranteed is this one. This is my guaranteed. Desert worlds. I know because I'm this civic volcanic nesting. My guaranteed habitals will be dry, so it's a desert world. Yeah, it's a good start, but I'm not gonna use it if I want to practice this build. Because what happens if I practice and the numbers are perfect? Who are you attacking? Why do you die? Like, I can practice it and get good with it, but does and just consider this a baseline, I guess. The ritual sculpture. Dyson Swarm to get rid of it. After burners, we're already getting tier 3 techs. Now we're gonna get all the ally funders we need. $300 before year 20. We're doing fine on like numbers. It's not like the craziest, but it's also not like the worst. I am, however, gonna get more minerals. I need them. I wish I could get rid of these jobs to have more thermal forger drones. Now we have 12 growth. That's more than innate design, which is pretty funny to consider. It's all because of botting, I'm pretty sure. Botting is just better that way. Oh, I see why your eco was doing bad. We didn't click this. Incorporate artifact relay. Okay, let's see it go up. Let's see. Actually didn't matter as much. I just lied. But oh well. It's not that important. Cruiser on year 21. That's like normal, decent. Salvager is always a fun trait to have. I always like to have it, but I never get it. Forger. Here I should put these 3 buildings. Starting with gases. Architectural. I generally don't know if the trade affects this. Oh, this became a volcano world now. Okay, that's good. So we get free gases from that, so we don't need the gases here. Okay, so chemical plants. Wait a minute. No, hold up. This is... what? Why is the exotic gas refinery cheaper than the synthetic crystal plant? What? I never noticed this was cheaper than this. Huh. I wonder why. Is this accidental? Is it like something that makes sense according to the devs? I now I'm very curious. I've never noticed that. Okay, we're still getting all the engineering techs we need. With some luck, we might get to green lasers on the physics department. I do want to attempt to get more fun engineering techs such as armor and kinetics. Good baseline, kinda better than insane but random in my opinion. Yeah, it's not the best, not the worst. I also forgot to continue upgrading the arc furnace. Which is gonna be like a lot of missed resources. I also need to take like a random of the starbase and make it into a resource silo. I'm lying and I can just make this one into a resource silo. Gas is also way more valuable than crystals typically, no? Yes, I believe so. So I don't really understand. What is this one? Oh, okay, it's not one of my planets. Okay, I panicked for a second. Thrusters, we can ignore this. We don't need it anymore. Water control systems, that's fine, I guess. 4.3, not an ascension inside, just always dudes living in the moment. This is so true. This is also not a bad stockpile. This is what a lot of people get at year 30, so we are already slowly going up on that area. I'm gonna get more fleet combat limit. Information clusters. I like that trait in general. It's a good one to have, especially multiplayer. Navy instructor. That's just free naval capacity. Okay, we can continue doing this. I know how much the arc furnace cost. Now, however, we do need the energy generation here. I do have the capacity. I'm gonna select this. I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna click that option because it seems funny. Cold fusion power. Servo materials. I'm gonna wait for the arc furnace for that one. I am, however, gonna get more resource silos. Now we get the energy grid, which is the part I wanted to grid this. We can ignore the lack of amenities because we have artifact relays, but we don't have enough to fully justify this. Huh, let's see. Hi, Warren. Gonna increase the amount of jobs I have here. I'm gonna slap in here the crystals. And here I'm gonna put more heavy industry. Not because I really care that much about alloys in this planet. I'm gonna enable migration since we're filling up jobs in areas I didn't notice. Assembly patterns is nice, but I do want plasma thrusters. How long until this one? I'm just gonna click this one first before getting this. Sakuya got a negative trait. What do you get? Negative Unity, why are you this way, Sakuya? Okay, clone vats, that's like very late clone vats. Command computers, that's good we have. We upgrade the arc furnace without really any issues. We continue upgrading the guys in the planets, also we can get more efficiency. We go into this forge world, we do heavy metal. We're starting to lag some of the energy, but we're not really working max energy yet. We should. I really should. I need more energy. I'm just gonna let that guy do whatever the hell he wants. He seems like a chill, nice guy. Plasma thrusters, that's nice. Advanced afterburners is also really nice. Just realized we don't have any real tech on our weaponry. UV lasers, but kinetics 1. I could go for plasma, I guess, but I don't really want to open... Plasma doesn't really open anything, let's get it. Military buildup, I just realized I completely forgot to do the shipyards. Which is less than ideal. Still not a bad number to have, and we're gonna finish the arc furnace pretty soon, in 2 years. If I hadn't forgotten to upgrade this, we will have it like in a year. So that's 100% my fault. Let's continue upgrading to get more alloys in here. Ooh, assembler. 12. Okay, that's good. The deviancy is a bit high. Maybe I should have gotten the copper trade, you know. Let's see where it lead us. More armor. We don't have kinetics, we just have like a 10 gazillion armor. Fun, I didn't even realize we were doing that event. Auxiliary fire control, I guess. Since we have this guy upgraded, it's generally better to just click the great game first. Trade is going down. It is fine. We can ignore it for now. I'm gonna click this here and this here to slightly make the stability go up. No, I guess here making some thermoforger jobs wouldn't hurt as much. I really like this rate. Artillery focus. UV lasers. Plastic armor, I forgot to make the navy, I'm a genius. We don't have enough for cruisers, what? Just gonna make 9. Let's design the cruisers. That is like the most standard I can think of. We slap in fleet supremacy, start making them. Oh, now we get coil guns. Okay. Okay, we finished the arc furnace. Seems like it. Yep, arc furnace is done. Let's see, let's see. We're gonna send this guy over here. Weird, doesn't let him even make one cruiser. I never had that issue before. Do I need like soldier jobs to fix it? Coil gun. Armor 4, which is really good. I need to stop doing this. I need to stop doing this. That's enough. Wait, I don't have this maxed out? What? It's not the best numbers I ever had. I can make more ships. That's not an issue. There's just the lack of unity. Huh, if we haven't done the minute autonomy, we would have gotten supremacy done. Which would have meant more naval capacity, as we will have gone supremacist. Okay, so mistakes were made. The tech is like, alright, I guess. I think this build has potential, especially if you find like a lot of planets and you just do stuff with it. Like in a real build, I would have also gone for this one, even if it's only a size 10. And maybe even 4 more planets if we're here. But I don't like builds that require a lot of planets, and these two civics really ask you to have a lot of planets, which I don't really like. So I think I'm gonna try another build. This can be optimized way more, I know. I'm just not that motivated to optimize a build I don't like on a basic level. Real tank bound trust, pretend. Okay, I'm not gonna do that one. That one's not allowed. Extermination space protocols. This is a real build. But this one you actually get like a lot of resources and a lot of fun things. And your total war, which is always funny to be. It also becomes better if you're not total war, which is always a fun thing to know. Return of the Void Dweller Hive, which is the same one as this. Just more tech. Huh, I am thinking I could do this one probably. Volcanoes legally bad should get more tech than the other one. Since we do have real pop growth on the other two planets. Wait, I forgot to check how much pop growth we got in total for year 30. That's like also an important metric. Not as much. That's like 1k less. Also having natural neural network helps a lot. Unique design, it's full volcano. Let's try this one and then compare it to the one we just used. Let's see what happens. Let's begin. So as always, we just send this guy to explore this. Let's get another science ship. Foot to cell. If you get it, you always get the Unity text, so you can do the thermotechnic forums, finding the voice, expansionist, and manufacturing focus. Here we don't really have to care too much about does also benefit. That also means we can start building day one. Do we have the funny leader? No, we do not. Okay, let's unpause. Gestal thermophile seems to be really strong, huh? Getting to skip food and consumer goods is neat. I play Gestal because I don't like consumer goods. But BIOS have better leaders in general because they have access to destiny trades. And they have access to trade and to quantum quail, which is always fun to consider. Okay, the reason why I am getting immediately to science ships instead of waiting for the prosperity thing is because I want to make as many space stations as I can. I actually forgot to also immediately select fortified border. So this build is actually more straightforward. It gets stuck faster since we have to skip the whole energy and food process. We're just gonna make 2 magma conduits early on, then we're gonna go thermotechnic, magma, thermotechnic, magma, thermotechnic, thermotechnic, maybe a geothermal if we need the energy, which is not really that likely. We're slowly gonna get the energy, we're not really rushing too much for the colony ships, not that big of an issue. We're gonna be lacking the alloys rather than the energy, as we can see. But we should be able to get the prosperity thing before that. Is this starting world guaranteed 6 forums, or it's random? I think it's always 6. I've never gotten less than 6. I think it's always 6. I'm actually not sure. I think it might depend on the size of the planet. But this is not a thing I can just guarantee is always 6. I've never had anything other than 6. But I'm not sure. That's actually a good question. We going for prosperity. Okay, that guy is gonna finish first, so we're gonna send the construction ship over there. We're gonna speed it up a bit. I forgot to start making the colony ship. We wasted a few months. Four months until we get the first take on prosperity, prefabricated buildings. We're just gonna be like alternating between this two. Let's see what we have of guaranteed. Energy, energy. So yeah, one is gonna be like tech, the other one is gonna be energy. I am not gonna click any of that. Spark of Genius I do want. Charismatic I do want. This one I do want to wait for the tech. Okay, this is why it's bad to forget to do the colony ship. It could already been on the way and we just immediately click colonized. That is a feature I've gotten a lot of times, this habitability. I quite like it. Okay, let's send this guy over here. We are lacking energy, so I'm gonna use many minerals. go for extra energy. Roamer. If you roll low energy and you're guaranteed, do you ever pivot to more energy on the homeworld? Yes. You have to adjust depending on what you get on your colonies. You usually do get enough energy on your colonies as a volcano. What I usually see is less minerals, so I tend to just spam minerals on the capital. I haven't really gotten like bad luck on the energy department. Discovery. We are gonna then get this colon ship. Roamer as well. And this order is done, so when we start clearing the blockers, we're gonna keep building the thermotechnic forums. Ooh, architectural interest. That's a good one to always have. We do one extra unity, just one. Not two like the other one, just one. But getting top all unities, like, not a bad thing in general. I guess that's fine. Let's. So pretty lucky we got exotic gases here, so we're gonna get that tech multiple times. But it can also be considered good luck because we don't have to work for the gases. Just depends on how you see it. We need 2 months until we can start this starport, so we can get more energy and trade. I love using the food for just trade. Such a weird concept. Who am I selling the food to? I'm a hive. If you... No, that's the same question. I don't know why the chat updated didn't show anything. I've been bamboozled by YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. You're the best. I'm gonna go fast. Okay, this is like perfect timing. We're gonna finish this. Get more unity. The perfect would have been to also get labs in here, so it's not like the perfect. We are gonna slap the engineering research specialization. Get the mine link. I guess that's what I missed. Ooh, genome mapping. Okay, that's also good. It doesn't really open anything because we're innate design. We just get that and that's it. It's really funny to consider. And I forgot to send the colony ship over here. We, however, get the colony ship 2 years earlier compared to the other build, since the economy is more simplified, meaning it's easier to complete. I guess that's fine. I also didn't notice, but because we're fast, we got the field modulation, geothermal fracking, easy prey. I'm actually gonna get a second unity. This seems fine, I guess. Finally catching live, Josh's. Howdy, partners. Howdy, howdy. We're just practicing to have stuff year 30 so we can punch people so they don't punch us back. The classic I am the evil guy concept. We're gonna get more food so we can keep selling it. I generally want to ask a dev directly, what is the concept of a pop that is I mean, of a hive that is thermophile, selling food and getting trade back. Who's it selling it to? What is it doing with the food? What is happening? Spark of Genius is fine. The spark is now a flame. I misclicked. Okay, there we go. Xenobiological. I'm actually gonna lower the volume of this guy. Where is it? It is almost 0. Why is it so high? Good old innate hive experimentation volcanic. No, experimentation got banned, so I just switched it for natural neural network. Which play this, but I need to readjust to lack of like free research. Hive just wanna eat people, no backstabbing, no evil, just food. This is true, okay? We're not evil, we're just a hive. I like that idea. You finally got experimentation ban, LMAO. It wasn't just me, it's that everyone was playing experimental at the same time, and Barbie was like, I cannot just like, it actually needs to be banned. It took a lot of begging on everyone to experimental to get it banned, which is like the right thing to do. We're also getting way more tech done in the other build. I need to wait to upgrade those guys. This is gonna take 3 months, which is not ideal, but is also whatever. Aptitude. Let's see, Fertility Preacher, that's good. Charismatic is also good. Fertility Preacher. Mining Rush. Skirmisher is the best rate you can get. Charismatic. Roamer Tomb. Shoot them on sight. Hive Warren, then we remove Hunter-Seeking drones. We are prioritizing the offspring drones, so that's fine. I watched Thundershock's Megacorp experimental video on Hughes High Crime to Boost experimentation chamber. Is this something that will work with hives as well? Yes, you get the crime event by just removing all the Hunter-Seeking drones, and then you wait until you get the crime event, and then you get like a 20% boost for the experimentation jobs. I used that on the game that got the thing banned, but I still got less. Like, I keep getting this event, I'm just gonna get the Unity. I don't want to pay for that character. Righteous. Nope, Scrapper. You are gonna be an energy world. Rejoice. You've already plenty evil, says Alexi. This is true, I am. Blazers, space torpedoes. Interesting. I'm gonna want to save those minerals. That's why I missed the timings. I forgot to click this. I completely forgot to remove the blockers. That's some build time lost, but it's also completely fine. I'm not gonna click this. I want Supremacy done. I'm always like one click away from finishing Supremacy, so if I don't click this, I'm gonna have enough Unity for Supremacy. Ooh, with Hunter, I really like that trait a lot. It gives the two things I want the most, a range and Not gonna lie, these ingots are looking pretty good, annoyingly. Yeah. Just you wait, mineral extraction. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Mining subsidies, capacity subsidies. Mineral purification after this. Here I need to get this. Forgot to click here as well. Carry hangers. Like, the tech is fine. Almost 200 year 10 is fine. It could be higher, but it's also not the worst thing ever. I need to remove this. It's on the way. All this just lose to whoever spawned next to Quantum Quail. Okay, that is not gonna happen. This lander, what the hell? Okay, this has to be a good arc furnace system. The world's bleeding. I like that event. That's free engineering. True Kill is gonna spawn next to Hive's Trust. Yes, that's so real. I believe it. I believe it. More engineering. This. You plan to keep only the 3 initial volcanic planets, or will you colonize non-volcanics as well? I mean, I could colonize this one. I should probably colonize that one. But at the same time, I have like a self-restricted policy of don't select any planet that is not your guarantee while practicing, so you know what the hell the build does on a normal day. It's like a self-nerf. I kinda want to find the amoebas. Not even the shroud, I just... What are you typing, Alexi? What is that? I mean during the MP sessions, not training. In an MP, I will select the extra planets. Even if it's just to make them, just for extra minerals. It is always good to have more planets. Remove the shield. Synthetic crystal plants. Architectural sense. Energy greed. Lecture worlds can be converted to fortress worlds. That is also true. That is also very true. This is also... If you really think about it, every extra planet is just more naval cap. You just have to cope about it hard enough so it happens. Which is something I never build, naval cap. I just do with the modifiers and then later build it. Or just punch someone to get free naval cap. All extra worlds can grow pups and then have all the other turned off. Yeah, that's also true. Some people build econ to be evil, others build to see a smile on a Hive player's face. Why not both? Why not be evil and smile while being evil? You know, like a normal person will do. Two are evil, but two is smiling. Someone's pinging me. Ghost ping again. What? What is happening? I don't know who pinged me. Okay, this is not a generated world. I don't know what you're hallucinating. The one time I do want you to be a tech world is the one time you don't select tech world. Hi, just joined. How well does volcanic nesting skill considering you get high worlds late game? Also talking about SP games. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this for a second. I'm gonna make a save. And let me see if I can find this build. Nope, this is too far into the future. Let's see if we can retreat a few months. Maybe year 60? Yes. So you see how we are finishing the terraforming our volcano worlds. They have everything here. They have a stuff here. They have a stuff here. Like, this is just a pure mineral planet, right? Let's unpause. Let's let it finish colonizing. I mean, terraforming. And now all the mining we had is gone. This was just a game to see how fast they could ascend and then did hive worlds and volcanoes. Which seems good. Until you see this. So, in order for you to make a hive world out of a volcano, you need to have vassals so your economy can handle it. You need to have like so much storage. Because it just erases everything below. Like, this planet had everything here. It was all mining and now it doesn't have anything. It's broke. Yeah, I was not expecting this. Well, while doing this build, which is the memorialist and I think it was memorialist and where is it? Neural Vaults. Yes, it was like a Unity rush to see how Ascension works, how it does, where everything. I was watching the pop growth, and it just fucking kills your planets if you're a volcano. So when I saw the oh, you should terraform your volcano, it's like maybe you shouldn't. Unless you have like more planets to sustain the eco, or everything is on top. Maybe you just shouldn't do that. Because it's so funny. We just went to negative this. It's the greatest. This planet just doesn't have housing, and it's a hive world because everything got deleted. I am pretty sure this is a bug caused by volcanoes because volcanoes have not normal districts here. They're not the ones that every single other planet has. So I think the conversion just doesn't understand that those districts should exist and it just kills them. Because I don't understand if maybe the clusters become unspecialized because there's not a direct conversion between the stuff. But if you still had them build the districts, so you just had to specialize them, that would be fine. That'd be completely fine. That'd be like, oh yeah, sure, they're just having a skill issue code. But it just fucking deletes the districts. Exactly, those districts can only exist on volcano worlds. Yes, this is true. Oh, Alexa's pinging me now. That is a beautiful DM, Alexa just saw it. But yeah, it basically is just tank your economy speedrun when you are doing triple hive rush. It's just glorious. So if you want to have hive worlds and not crash your economy, just use an ocean planet and rush that. Because holy shit. Imagine face of a player who found out about this mid session. Yeah, I'd cry. I'd actually just alt F4 at that point. Minus 3k. Minus 1k minerals? Are you kidding me? You can even like do anything. You'd have to disable all your jobs just not to have an economic crash. Because what the fuck are you supposed to do? This was a stable economy. I didn't have a storage because this was a practice game I was doing. Just focusing on the planets, not on anything else, not on navies. And it just fucking crashed the economy. It was fantastic. Holy shit, volcanoes are so good. I love volcanoes. Wait, no, I loaded the wrong save again. Fuck. Sounds marvelous. I'm glad you showed this before I do the same mistake. LOL. Yes, it's really peak behavior. Wait, I'm gonna call Alexi to ask him to do a bug report about this. Let's see if Alexi wants to do it. He might not answer. He might just hate us now. Might be a hater. He wasn't chatting. He just sent me a message. I know he's lying. Mr. Alexi.
Yes, Joss. Can I help you, Joss?
How does one report volcanoes just dying when you make them 5 worlds?
You tell me, and then I will report that.
I just show you how it happens.
I know how it happens. Go on the Paradox forums and make a report.
Incredible.
Are you never doing that? Am I the community bug reporter?
Yes.
I
say yes, but that was my job before you started doing it. I hope you know that.
That's fair.
Like, you know how now you can...
Hive worlds explode when they fully terraform. Very cool.
Yeah, you know how
I've done so many recently.
You know how now you have an option to report OOS reports on the bug thing? When doing a bug report?
Yeah.
That was an option because I was working with Mr. Freak, and he made a Google Drive so I could send all the Colosseum bug reports and saves there so they can fix the lag on multiplayer.
Alexi is not a Paradox QA employee, but he wishes he was.
You can ask them.
What?
You can ask Mr. Freak about it. This is not a joke. They're always looking for
good.
Let
me DM Mr. Freak.
No. I genuinely, I've questioned him about this, and he's like, yeah, we're searching for players who do bug reports and all of that, so we can trust they actually know how to report stuff. And I straight up just told him I never do the bug report, so I wouldn't be a good QA.
I love doing bug reports. That's my shit.
And some people who might be able to do it are not eligible for the stupidest reason.
What's currently on the list? Weaver AI still charges into melee range. Hive sometimes starts with 0 food.
Oh, you want to see the greatest Hive, the greatest Hive star? Oh, let me show you peakness. Like, this is just the greatest Hive star.
Oh, I believe
it.
I don't know. I booted up a Knights game with worker co-op, and both alloy. Oh, yo! That's exactly it. Why does it do that?
This just fucking.
Why does it do that?
The plus
you know
4.
Why it does that?
The what?
No. Wait, start you at 0.
All Hives start at 0.
Why?
It's in the code that it doesn't give you food.
Well, it should.
The only way you can get food at the start of the Hive is if you start with organic reprocessing.
I'm gonna get that's going in. Yep, they're awesome.
You didn't know this?
No, stupid Hives.
Okay, look. It starts with 0 food, but if you put the recycling one, it's gonna give you food at the start. This is really funny. Organic reprocessing. Because the Civic in itself is the one that forces the food. Now you start with food, but then you have like a minus 50 food a month.
Bro, who made this game?
It's so good.
What?
It's so good.
I love minus 45.
Okay, to be fair, this one does have the cranial hypothermia, but
It does.
But if it doesn't matter because it's in a habitat, so it's still positive.
Shoutouts to Rooted.
Yeah, no, not active rooted. It's a,
Yeah, it's great.
yeah, this is like the most based thing you can do in a habitat. Except this. This is like the most cringe you can have. It just crashes your economy. It's truly peak. You don't understand the pain of being
I
a real
understand,
Hive
right?
player.
Oh, I understand. Have you ever played? Have you ever played Knights of the Toxic God and both of your alloys and consumer goods are at -7?
Have you ever played a build that starts with 0 food and starting like income of food is -2?
Red Victor sent me a screenshot of that. It's at -4, so get mogged, idiot.
I think that starting with the biological
really need to let us
chipset
make.
outfixes the food. Hold up, let me check. It'll be
They need to
relatively
let us
easy.
make folders in Empire Creation because there are just that many.
Okay,
We just
okay,
make that many empires.
okay. You also start with food if you're a biological chipset.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it should still do that. It should still give you food at the start. How long has this been a thing?
How long? Since 4.0.
We need to. I think we need to. Like,
I'm pretty sure I've told Mr. Freak about this. I am pretty sure of it.
I'm sure this has to have been reported. Let me check.
It has. I'm pretty. Singo, I think, he reported it himself.
Search in forums. Search here. Maybe it was like. Maybe it was like awfully presented. Hang on. Hive start with.
Year 3 of asking devs to make sure burdens start with stage 2 of famine. Jesus Christ.
Wait, what?
It's a chatter. That is saying that sure burden should start with famine. They killed the only decent share burden build there was. That was the fucking fanatic egalitarian share burden and parliamentary system. Parliamentary system is just dead now. There is no reason to overtake parliamentary system.
There's so many bug reports saying
About the
that
hive.
was zero food.
Yes.
There's so many bug reports of people saying Hive start with 0 food and negative food income.
Yes, it's so good. You don't understand. There's so many different builds that actually do that. And the best part is that many of them already start with the hydroponics bay.
You're very above Russian guy. Good point. There should be an origin that just puts you in every deficit in the game.
There
I think that
is.
would be peak. No, I'm not talking about knights.
Oh, you want to know the funniest one start that you can do?
Like, there should be something that like, intentionally puts you in deficits for funsies.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hold up, let me.
you
You can assassinate your empire if you're Where the fuck is it? You need to be tank bound with necrophage and another civic, and then you do one thing, and then you just killed your empire. Like you killed your starting species, you killed the tank bound species immediately, and you stayed like with 100 of the other species. Is like truly peak.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you get back to it. If you find any more bugs, send them to me so that I can cry.
Yeah, you should actually DM Mr. Freak about the QA position.
DM?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
This
ask
is
them in the player helpers channel.
on the what?
The player helpers channel.
Why?
I am a.
You're on the helpers channel?
I'm an official Stellaris Discord player helper.
You're giving me a headache. Did you know that I used to be an official mod and I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement with Paradox?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, back when I was actually like a guy playing EU4, I had to. So I know a lot of the stupid things they do behind the curtain. This is really funny.
Yeah, now you're just a guy.
No, yeah, I got personally invited to become one of the first mods of the U4 server.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and they also gave me
And you,
the Victoria 3 season pass.
I just strongly enjoy when you are on the official Discord and you get to report just these guys being unfathomably racist, and people get to like. There's always like a small commotion in the player helpers channel. That's very funny.
My favorite was when there was a discussion between the mods if they should ban or not the Northern Cyprus flag.
Oh, we just had that conversation actually. If we should be banning flags. Because every fucking time, because like 50% of the flags that are getting spammed, they're all just war related. For Vic 3, oof. Yeah.
I like
I don't
Victoria
know. I
3.
love that.
Why is this Russian man hating on Victoria 3?
It's just catching strays, I guess. It's catching strays.
It's actually a good it's actually a good game. I enjoy
I'm
it.
too afraid to DM Mr. Freak. I'm gonna not do that.
I am gonna DM him saying that he wants to DM me if you're a coward.
You wouldn't dare.
You know you would. This is not like oh he left. He knows I 100% would. This is not a competition. I would. I'm not gonna open colony centralization. That opens way too many things. Oh, by the way, speaking of opening things, I am still working on the arc for this video. The part that is taking the longest part is not making like sense on what I'm talking. It's just the graphics of the video. I need sense. I don't want it to just be a recording and then sharing a screenshots of the tech tree you find online. No, I want to be professional looking. U5 is better Victoria than Victoria 3, and this says a lot. I have not played U5. I'm too lazy. Assembly patterns. I used to play a lot of U4. I was also part of the competitive community there. It's so fucking stupid. I was also part of one of the Speed 5 players. that, oh god, oh my god, that's like such bad memories of that happened. But oh well, it's whatever I guess. But destroy everything as always. I don't know what decision does. Never end Victoria 3, Slander, Gatekeep, Gaslight, Girl Boss. So true. My PC can't even handle U5. Maybe when quantum computers become cheap, we can reach late game in that game. That is the most paradox thing I've read in a while. That's like all paradox games. They all struggle to reach the end game of their own game. Let's compare Pop Grosvenor Capital 10. Actually, the Pop Grosvenor Capital is the same one as the other build, so that's not even an issue. We do seemingly have more pop growth on our colonies. I'm gonna disable migration now. I want growth on my capital. I don't want them to go to the colonies. There's enough growth there. But yeah, I do hate that a lot of the Paradox games are just not optimized unless you have like a very expensive computer. I remember that, for example, for U4 it used to be like fairly well optimized, and it was like horribly optimized. And then they released Data Emperor DLC, which optimized it and a lot of cool things, and then they just made it bad again. It was such a mixture of good, bad, good, bad. Pure whiplash, like Stellaris. I think Paradox is just like a social prank to see how far they can make a player go. which honestly would make sense. Okay, we get that. So here we're gonna do automation. Which we very visibly need automation. It's always so funny when I invite Alexa for a second to the voice chat and then like 7 people leave. It's I don't know why it happens. It's not like I'm saying anything like incredibly interesting and then invite him and just gets ruined. I feel like when he comes in and we just yap for like a second of the bugs and all of that is a fairly interesting conversation. But I don't know, I'm not like the greatest YouTuber or anything. I'm just a guy streaming. So it's a whatever. Ooh, living metal. That's good. UV lasers. I feel like this build is going worse than the other one. Alexi, the greatest anti-view experience ever. I remember when I had almost like 20 viewers, I invited him and like 10 minutes later it was like 6 viewers. And the viewers before he came was like fairly stable around that number. Then he came and just dropped immediately. They heard his voice and they just left. It was really funny. If you go, I actually went into the analytics of that video to see the concurrent viewers, and you can see the moment he joins, the viewership just go, boop. I actually don't understand why it happened. U5 not running after a year, and after the 17th century is not a bug, but a silver reference to nuclear war. Jesus Christ, I hate the fact that I do know what you're talking about. And the fact that I know what you're talking about is more about me than about you. We're gonna slap in more research labs there. We're slowly getting more tech from this system. Here we're gonna get more more trade, which is the only thing that matters right now. You actually remember me of that stupid theory of the fake years. I need to Google it for a second. Give me a sec. The phantom time hypothesis is that a stupid theory that says like, oh yeah, from the 1600s to the 600s to the 900s AD, it just never happened, you know? Yeah, it's all fake news. Those years of history never happened. And like the funniest counter to that theory is like, you know, China had records of those time periods. Or like non-European countries have full records of that time period. And if you delete it out, then what is like a global conspiracy theory of cultures that have never met? They're all faking it? What the hell is the most Eurocentric theory I've ever seen? It just loses steam when you ask it a simple question such as, how? But you know, that's what conspiracy theories are for. Just pointing and laughing at. How much growth we're having here? 5. 7? Okay, need more pops here. Okay, this is gonna be 6. But yeah, I always find it pretty funny to make fun of conspiracy theories. Like, some of them, I understand they exist, or they kind of make sense. But then there's others, it's like, why do you think this? You just ask it a simple question, it just falls apart. Why are you this way? It doesn't make sense. Casual is life calendar with current year 7034 from Great Peace with China. Celeste Temple is doing fun. What the fuck is this? I've never heard of it. Is laugh cal? I need to Google that. What? The Slavic calendar is a traditional nature-based solar lunar system focused on the 4 seasons of the agriculture cycles, but the New Year tradition was started in the autumnal equinox. What year is it on that? It is so good. It really is. The year 7000. Oh, I hate it. It's so good. Why is it this way? Basis laugh culture. Cursed Russian pagan slower drop. It's not cursed if it's good. Oh my god, that is actually really funny news. We're, we're a few centuries away from getting to the year 8000 of that fucking calendar. No, you know what? When someone's asked me about the Phantom Years theory, I'm just gonna slap them with, have you never heard of this Slavic calendar? The Phantom Time hypothesis cannot deal with the based Slavic calendar. What is this? This Lav's done did it again. Okay, maybe we got the Arc Furnace later, but we're getting more resources sooner in this build. If we go a second back to Stellaris instead of the Slavic calendar. Oh my god. How did I not know about that calendar? I have so many Russian acquaintances and no one ever told me about this. Unacceptable. I demand a refund. That is griefing. I need to know more about the Slavic calendars. Oh, this is such a good event. Secret Russian lore to the Chosen. Some versions of this theory collaborated with Yakub believers because two theories do not clash cherry on top. Are you serious? Oh my fucking god. Why? Oh, that's so peak. That's so good. I don't have words to describe it. It is just the greatest thing ever. Oh, I'm actually like I don't know how to describe the emotions I'm feeling. Jacob is a Garthish. No, the Jacob thing is Nation of Islam, if I recall correctly. Actually, we just got the arc friends, so I can decline centralization. Um, hold up, let me search it. Yeah, Jacob is the believers in the Jacob story are primarily founded with the Nation of Islam and its splinter groups, such as the 5% Nation. They hold that Jacob was a black scientist who created. Oh yes, yes! I remember this theory. It was the black scientist who created the white race. Yes, yes. I remember this. It is the one where that say that the black scientist just made white people is like peak science. It's like peak conspiracy theories. I love the theory so much. It is just so dear to my heart. This theory makes a lot of sense indeed. Yes, yes. Also, Alexis is still watching the stream. He just saw Alexis the greatest anti-viewer experience ever, and he just DM'd me that. So yes, Alexis Lander will be allowed in this chat, so don't worry about it. I need to disable this for a second. We're gonna get the arc furnace, so it doesn't matter. I could finish Supremacy, but I don't need to do it now. But to be honest, all this series drops really great edits. Yes, yes. Sorry, Alexi, you can come back to comment. No. This is fine. You don't have to apologize to Alexi. He's fine. He's fine. He's a responsible adult. He can deal with it. He does mod reports, bug reports. Surely he can deal with some slander. Surely. Nothing he hasn't seen before. By the way, I know that technically speaking it is more efficient to click on the specializations rather than just the research enclave, but I do need society to keep up with the naval capacity. Mog reports, oh no. So true, not the Mog reports. Okay, where the hell does the arc furnace go here? I am going to get enough Unity. But I'm gonna wait until this one finishes to get it anyways. Free Unity to a guy I haven't met yet? Okay. Incredible. Oh, it's this one. So that's their tech? Okay, that's new. I'm gonna get improved Strikecraft just to continue rolling the techs, I guess. I am gonna finish Supremacy now before I forget so we can get Tech Ascendancy. And I am gonna upgrade the Hive Nexus. Research Labs? What's the meta behind not choosing Ascension perks? Okay, so I'm gonna pause here for a second and explain why I don't go for Ascension perks. This needs like a visual representation, so I'm gonna pick like, I don't know, blocker fire, it's whatever. So we have max unity, right? So every single time you pick a tradition, let's say the classic, where's prosperity? Let's do the classic. Every time you pick it, the cost goes up, right? So you do this, this, this. I am gonna make a save here, just to show this. If we open another tradition, it's gonna cost like, oh no, we have another one. And it goes up to 1363. However, if we reload the save, it goes up way higher because it counts as 2 clicks when you finish a tradition. So if you're juggling the traditions to get more stuff early, you don't finish the tradition because it counts as finishing 2. While technically speaking, you still somewhat kinda pay the same amount of unity. On most builds it is more efficient to not finish the traditions until the last moment, because finishing the tradition counts as 2 clicks instead of 1. So it also helps a lot when you are increasing the empire size and you're going over 100, because the cost of the tradition is also affected by the empire size. And if I'm being completely honest, unless you need like a very specific ascension perk, it's not really that necessary to get them early. Like the only one I can say, oh no, you need early on is technological ascendancy. But aside from that, you don't really need a node early on. For example, for a build I want to use in the Colosseum, this one, I actually had to juggle all these 4 traditions so I could do virtuality, because according to the rules of the Colosseum, to select this tree, you need to have finish 4 ascension perks in order to even click anything on virtuality to get the virtual pops. So you can finish virtuality by year 30 even on this. You just need to do some very specific things. We're full virtual. This is like a fine economy if you ask me. And I could do this, but it still needs some refinement so it doesn't die year 30. Year 30, it is very weak, but if you let it live for a few more years, it will just catch up immediately to you. Like, we just started doing tech a few years ago, and we are already on tier 2 for this build in the specific. But I want to refine it even more before I really show how to send with it. Maybe my brain forever corrupted by software development, but it looks really logical to me. They add bonuses from the starting and finishing the tree as invisible tradition picks. Yes. Oh, that's exactly why it cost more. I just see it this way. You click here, but you unlock this, and this is the one that increases the cost. I know that the math is just, if a tradition finishes, it just costs us 2, but I just see it, oh, it's because it unlocks the Ascension perk, that's why it costs more. But yeah, for example, for this build in specific, I didn't finish any of the traditions until I was 1 click away from everyone. Just to juggle the Unity more, because I don't really need anything on the Ascension perks, I just want to finish the traditions faster. So that's like a very useful thing to do. Is a solution to being weak year 30 to just build big star bases, and if you can afford them, star bases? Yes and no. A solution to being weak year 30 is to lie to your neighbors and get a non-aggression pact. That's like a very good thing to do. But if you are in single player, then yes, a big starbase is the way. The AI will try to smash into it and it will fail to do so. You can support it by having some random ass corvettes. Like, this design, I don't even have computers here because this, again, a test build. This design with computers early on does wonders against the AI and against players. The AI loves to use missiles, so having the flak battery will cancel the missiles, but the flak battery also does more damage than the mass driver. It's really funny. It's generally just better. Per damage, the flak battery is so much better than the small mass driver. I think it's better until like tier 3, I'm not sure. I think that was the math. I'm gonna go back to Volcano's legally bad now. Yeah, that is logic behind me not wanting to really finish anything here. But also, I'm doing a year 30 build, so I am not really getting much benefits from the Ascension perks. I want more tech and 1 more alloys. So the benefits of the Ascension perks are not that big for a year 30 build compared to other builds. I also forgot to click on the living metal construction that we got. That is very necessary. But yeah, that's why when you see me play Ascension, you'll notice, oh, he doesn't really finish the traditions until last moment. It's because it costs double when you finish. It's a double click. And I don't like that. It's easier to juggle traditions if you don't finish them. I am going to open these jobs just to have jobs. Probably they need some enter for bonuses and for some strange reason decide not to spawn advantages to this. I'm not sure, but I don't really mind it works that way, so it's not really that big of an issue. And we are gonna upgrade the arc furnace. I hate how loud it is. I want to take fusion power, but not until we get cruisers. I'm gonna get this, so I am gonna get synaptic enhancer so we get computers, yes or yes. Is year 3 a common benchmark for MP? Not familiar with MP meta yet. Year 30 is usually when, in most rule sets, you're allowed to declare war, so you need to have something year 30 so a player just doesn't come at you and punches you and steals all you have. Classic death moment, everything was coded 11 years ago, nobody knows why, just vibing with the legacy. I don't even know if it's like really a legacy thing or not. Also just notice I never hired officials for the planet here. Big mistake on my part. But it is a bigger mistake than in other hives because Progen just levels them up. Oh, why? You're not even that good to justify keeping you have that. Yeah, you're not worth that to keep. But again, it's fine, we're Progen, we can deal with it. I'm gonna enable this. They all are one, so it doesn't really matter which one does first. Specialized combat computers. Russian dude, I don't know how to type your name. I think the custodians suffer most with the Stellaris alt code. Russian dude, which I don't know your name. That's such a funny thing to say. But yeah, the custodian team has to deal with a lot of the spaghetti code. And they have actually done a decent job dealing with it. I will never say that they're doing a bad job. I haven't really seen anyone saying that the custodian team is doing a bad job. Okay, we're in tier 3, that's good. So I'm gonna select this one is the chip stack, doesn't open anything. How much does it cost? No, I need to save the Unity. I kinda want to finish Discovery, or maybe Aptitude. At the same time, I might have way too much Unity. I need more tech. Yep, one hell of a job is Stellaris Swamp Drive. Yep. That's a good way to describe how the custodian team might feel. I'm going to speed this up a bit. We got cruisers. Okay, that's perfect. I'm going to replace this for a research lab. Just for slightly more tech. Fusion power. Maniacal. 20 days. This is going to solve all of our mineral issues. Beautiful. Okay, Soldier, I guess. Is the statecraft in a playable but not banned state post nerf? I used it in the virtual build. The agenda stuff is the one I like using. I don't really care about the XP when I'm playing with Gestalt. But yeah, I'd say it's still playable. It reduces your impar size when you finish it. It gives you more time with the launch agendas, which is always really good. So it's not like useless. It's just not as useful. it loses like its very cool status it had. I'm gonna go for this since we lost a good leader. I shall not have done this, I may not have the unity. We are gonna have the energy, however. I should start making the shipyards now. We're not gonna have the same amount of alloys we had last game, but I feel like we're gonna have more tech. I already see like better techs we have. 95, 80. You know what? This is not a bad thing to get. So on the mod, the mod removes the XP this area of statecraft gives, as to make it sure that people did not have year 30 freaking master gunners and all of that. If it was allowed to remain, it would have made it so everyone had to play vampire statecraft just to have leaders. Thank you, I did need that in fact. Galactic Administration is always good to have. I completely missed the arc furnace. I knew we didn't have enough unity. I should not have taken that. God damn it. Synaptic nodes, I guess.
Research completed. The spark is now aflame.
At least we're getting alloys from this now. Just gonna take a bit. Also, 2.5 politicians that really don't know how to write this word for fast agendas. Expand the council, you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by 2.5 politicians. Let's see what else we get of technologies. Oh, the 25% gen speed. Yes, that is the one I like using for gestalt, especially for psionic builds. That's a requirement for playing Shroud Forge at home, for example. Okay, that's all the unity I needed. We spent so much on this arc furnace, it better be like good timings to get us this. I need more alloys, however. And yeah, strategic goods, which I'm not getting. So I need to make a heavy industry here and then place all the strategic goods. Okay, 3 more slots for this. 1 more, it seems. Have we played 4.3.1 open beta yet? I think this is the open beta. I think I'm on the beta. I think I am on the beta, so yes. Hi. Just saw your chat, so hi back to you. I forgot to do the strategic resources sooner. That's such a mistake. So, Disruptor is still bad. I don't like disruptors. I didn't like them before. They were good, but kiting ships usually win. They were good for torpedo cruisers, for examples. But right now, even with the supposed buff that just negates regen for a certain amount of days, I wouldn't really call it like good. Ain't no way I can call that good. It's just less bad, but it's still bad. Okay, here I can go for supremacist, but I still don't have access to the cruisers, just whatever.
Research completed. The spark is now aflame.
Oh, I don't have moats. That's such a mistake. Okay, what is using moats in here? Is it you? Of course it's you.
Research completed. The spark is
Galactic Administration.
research shining a light into darkness.
Should have the Unity to immediately remove natural neural networks and go for subspace of phase and hyperspace synchronicity. God, I'm gonna tell my friends that disruptors are mad in MP. Oh, yes, do that, yes. Misinformation is the best information. I should probably expand this. I should also allow them to migrate if they want.
New technology
Hmm. Still no freaking cruisers for that. Let me see what can give him more energy. Sure, that's always nice. This is always nice. More jobs, perfect. Okay, compared to the other build, we're still making the cruisers. How many are we making still? One more. But I believe we can afford to make one more in a month. We have less alloys, which is caused as we have less districts here that we will use to have more alloys. This will slowly come up and do alloys we were needing. But we have more tech, which is very hard to keep up with the tech. I'm gonna be honest, I had better builds than this one. Maybe Volcano is not the way anymore. I think I can get better results with an ocean world, even if we have to deal with food. Are you going to play another game until year 30 today? Yeah, I still have time. I can do one more. I'm gonna save this one as well, just to remember it. One second, I need to check Discord. Someone's pinging me again. It's a notification for an update of a game, which I didn't have notifications on that server, so Huh, interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, okay. New game. So those weren't ideal results. You're 30, they can be optimized, yes. Probably it would have been better if we didn't do tech on the colony, but we did mining, so we slowly increased the amount of stuff we did in our capital. That wouldn't have been an option. Remove some of the labs and then strategic resources there. That seems more reasonable. The other build I wanted to try is... I kinda want to try this one live and see how it goes. Let's do it. This is such a coping build, I love it. This is not one that is actually gonna kill anybody year 3. Okay, we need this one first. So the goal of this build is to ascend virtually. And we are gonna do that by abusing minor artifacts. And... why am I here? Oh, right. Minor artifacts, like any good Gestal build, but we are also gonna abuse, we're going to discovery, the collection for the Grand Archive. We are gonna try to get as many as possible. We're not really gonna build the Grand Archive, we just want the Unity we get when we finish one. We don't have the Unity one here, so we just do Galactic Archivism. Improve server motors. I am not going to click decentralized research until I see a system that can do research on its own. So this one is evil because it scales if you actually manage to do it. Hold up. I actually need to find the shroud. We're gonna start with an uplink node. This is like the basic RC build. Quantum coil is pinging me as if I could lower the virtual requirements. Yes, because I have the ability to do that. We're gonna get this guy, we're gonna send him to whatever the hell he wants to go. Do whatever the hell they want. They just need to explore. We're gonna get another science ship. We're not even gonna get first the colony or anything like that. That's no. Okay, this is just a gateway. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna send you here. And I'm gonna hire... Yeah, it's fine if I hire this one. I don't really care about the negative traits they get. I just care about having them. We get a voltaic production yard, and then we're gonna switch the mining nexus into admin. This is gonna go up slowly, that's completely fine. We just need the tech eventually. This is not something we need to rush it. We can see that our unity is very low, that's also completely fine. And we're only gonna get one colony, so the thing you need to see between your guarantees or planets nearby is the one that has the highest mining districts. Be truly evil treasure hunters British Museum build. Jesus Christ. Oh, why doesn't that sound that bad? Yeah, it should be a rogue servitor build as well, you know, just to maximize the pain you cause to yourself. So as always, the classic, we open with prosperity, nothing too crazy. We just keep moving everything we have here. Pain maxing, yes. We need energy. We're gonna get it eventually. I am gonna first colonize the system. I am not gonna colonize my second guaranteed. Like I said, if the science ship wants to go here, I'm gonna let it go there. I am not gonna question anything it does. I just want the science ship to continue exploring as much as if it can. 4 months, 3 months. Yep, we're gonna have time before we even click the mining nexus, so we're not gonna pay as many minerals. And we continue exploring slowly. Oops, I selected the wrong one. Then this one becomes administrative hub. Here I forgot we're supposed to click on the tech drones and the replicators to ensure that those jobs are always being worked. I believe we found an enclave, but I'm not sure. Let's see what we can do in general. Here we get this administrative hub, and then up here we do the umbilic node. Observing this build cautiously. I'm not used to playing machines. One thing that if you're not used to playing machines, you should have noticed is what I did with my species. I have the pop growth. I mean, I have the growth template on, so it's fantastic. Here we're gonna go for this statecraft. Yes, I almost clicked the wrong one. We're gonna ignore this. I think I don't have the colosseum mod updated, so this still gives XP, but we don't care about XP. XP is useless to us. We want this immutable directives. That's how you know the build is great. When you're going for the statecraft, even with the XP, you don't care about the XP, you're going for the council agenda effect duration. That's how you know it's a good build. It's gonna be the most based build you're ever gonna see, and you're gonna hate it. And you see how we already have the max amount of science ships? No, we don't. We're gonna buy one more. I am, however, gonna make a starbase just to get more energy and more trade. Principal is fine. Skirmisher is fine. Fertility Preacher is good, but completely useless later on, so amplified subprocesses. We need to keep exploring, like if there was no tomorrow. Roamer. We're gonna go down here and then narrowly launch the agenda. We don't even care about the XP. The XP is useless. Slow ascension in 3.4 is good change, but loss of fast nanite and heavy maxing is kinda sad. Oh, don't worry, we're not gonna slow ascend. We just need to find a shroud, which is like the most annoying thing ever to do. Okay, we're gonna hire this guy. We're gonna tell him to go do crime. That was our admiral. That's such bad luck. We got the energy we needed, so we don't really care. I don't even know what attacked us. It's okay, but it survives, so it's nothing that strong. Going fast is actually throwing me off a bit. Uplift node, we need another voltaic production yard since we're not getting any minor artifacts yet. Which is completely fine, we can still ignore it. No, actually, I am going here, not because it's my guaranteed, but because it's giving so much energy. I'm not gonna take this planet until after I ascend. It's kind of sad, we only have gotten one. Okay, I'm gonna send this one to its position, which is gonna be here. Holy World encountered. Huh, interesting. Okay, here we're gonna go for the discovery. Map the stars. Then we early launch the agenda. I believe that's no, we're still too early. Thermal fracking. I hate that I cannot reassign the leader. I'm so tempted to just hire more admirals and just have them perma-explore. I should do that. I should do that. Okay, I launched the agenda early and I do that. No, this is such a waste of time. I need to hire them now. I need to find the shroud immediately. It's not even a joke. It is the most important part of the build. We just hire whatever. Doesn't matter. They have to find the shroud. It's their only going live. If they don't find the shroud, they failed us. They're worthless to us. We don't want them home. We get all the energy in the system. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna save the alloys now, I believe. Now this is just a game of waiting to see if we find the shroud first. They like to be in the corners, but they can also be everywhere. So we early launch, then we immediately go for favorite society, architectural interest. Did we find the shroud? No. I think I'm gonna ask him to go here. Actually, no. Excursion. Then we're gonna click on exploration drones. We're going for the survey speed. You know, it's a good build when you only care about the survey speed. Easy prey. Survey speed. I just realized we hired this guy and that was actually really good because he doesn't count towards leader capacity until level 4. I should aim to get more of those guys. How much time do we have before we need to choose this until year 9? Okay, that's fine. We have time. Uplinking notes for everyone. Just keep going. Cautious, I guess. I guess it's also to get more odd minerals, but we don't really care about the odd minerals, we just care about the shroud. The shroud could be here, okay, we just go for. The problem with the shroud is that it can be anywhere and everywhere at the same time. Oh, this is connected, okay, that's good, okay, explore this area. The shroud enclave is so important for all Jastals. We just need to find it fast. One thing we also can do is first contact proactive. So we're going to continuously do all the contacts we can so we get a higher level of the skill bonus. And that's gonna allow us to just finish the contact with the shroud once we find it faster. We do this, we do this, we do this. Why are you rushing for the shroud dudes? Because they have the official that has the trait that the Unity jobs, the Chronicle drones, in this case because we have Memorialist, give you more Unity per job to just increase the amount of base Unity you get. Which you're gonna notice when I hire the guy. The Unity is just gonna explode. It's fantastic. I kinda want to get this, but I'm gonna save it. We're gonna get the Grand Archive. I kinda don't want to continue doing my traditions until I get the Shroud, just to maximize the amount of Unity I'm gonna get. Okay, so where are you going? Okay, you're going that direction. That means that this... but this is like such an important part of the any Gestal builds that a lot of people in multiplayer have a second instance of a Stellaris to love the save and find the Shroud teachers and just go straight up to them. It's such an important part. It should not be that much RNG related, but it's just this. We find something. Let's go see. It is the Shroud, maybe. It's the Yanavek. I don't really care. As long as we find it before year 12, we should be fine Unity-wise. Unity 5, I mean level 5 Governor with all Unity traits for some energy, especially for Gestals with premium leaders, no. Yes. It's just like a really good thing to have. There is absolutely no reason it is that good. I am going to open Archivism. And I am going to click this area. I hate it. I hate it. No, I hate you. Why? You should be the Shroud. Why are you playing with... Okay, I'm gonna get this now. Get the Unity. Field modulation. Understood. We continue doing all the guys we find. Just so we can improve our skills. I'm gonna pause it even though that's not allowed in multiplayer. I'm gonna fire this guy. I am gonna hire another Corvette. That means I'm gonna have to go all the way here to check this system. They can be here. I believe they might be here. This is like off the map. They like being off the map. I'm also not getting the minor artifacts I should be getting for some reason. Do I have any? No. Okay, I can save it for later. Okay, I get you this. I send you here, then I send you... I kinda want to check this black hole, but there is no way these guys are gonna let me do that. I genuinely do not care enough to save this planet. They can die, the pups there. No! This threw me off so hard because I saw this and I thought it was the same. Okay, I want this system. It gives me some alloys, but it gives me energy, which I want. geothermal, mineral purification. That's good. We're gonna need that later. We're gonna know for maximum coordination nexus, except one central nexus. Caravaneers found. Maybe next time we continue doing all the first contacts we can do. As you can see, this is a skill bonus too now. Oh, you finished exploring what I told you to explore. So that one's going over there, so you're gonna go here. Alright. Archaeologist? No, meticulous. Look at the screen and spotted archivism traditions. Seriously build vibes is strong. No, trust. This is good, trust. We're just waiting for the shroud to actually be good at video games. And maybe some minor artifacts. Why is it going that way or there to do this? Why are you this way? This guy should be the one doing that once it finishes this. It's seriously nothing giving minor artifacts. Adaptable, I guess. I don't really care. Politician. It's not time yet to early launch. I cannot remove this because I don't have the minor artifacts to launch it. I'm actually being forced to make a generator nexus early on. Roamer. Unity, that's fine. We save this here. Okay, you're slowly arriving there. How long until you get there? 200 days. Go repair the crime. Oh, this is actually shooting. I don't have to avoid no. At least don't die. Don't die. Oh, oh god damn it. Why is everyone this way? The shroud might be here just because the game doesn't want me to go there. Okay, 700 days until we get there. Jesus Christ. What is this? Where are the minor artifacts? Someone promised me minor artifacts. Is this gonna give a minor artifacts? It might. Oh no, 100 pups died. Whatever shall I do? No, seriously? No? What? Okay, this one is gonna give him minor artifacts. It's just gonna take him forever to... I kinda want to explore here. If I had rare crystals or anything to see farther away, I'd do it. Without second doubt, I'd do it immediately. Okay, how long do we have until we actually have to click this? Okay, 12:10, that's fine. We can deal with it. Coordination nexus, then we have to remove this and this. I'm gonna early launch this one. I'm not sure which one. Which amendment it is, I think. No, the permanent efficiency. You know what? It is necessary. It is necessary. The way things are going, it is necessary. Oh god, I hate this game. Void Hunter, yes, go faster. Go, 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 go. State growth anarchism, this build is illegal in 60 countries. No, this makes sense. This makes sense. This is going to give me the unity I require. Trust. I just don't want to do it yet. I want to find the shroud first. If I was cheating, I would have found the shroud already. I'm gonna cry if the shroud is here. No, you know what? I'm gonna cheat actually. Hold up. This is like a very serious prank. They were setting me here. Where the hell is the shroud? Oh my god, I cannot see the shroud anywhere near me. Is it just at the other side of the galaxy? It is, I hate it. I just need to know where the shroud is so I can go there and cope in peace. Can't do this. Come on, no, this is... Come on! How the fuck can I get there? It is fully blocked. I cannot get there. There's way too many enemies. I am restarting this one. This one doesn't count. I'm restarting it. No. I'm gonna check for one that the shroud is actually accessible. If this was a real multiplayer, I generally just ask the guy playing Teachers of the Shroud for the shroud coordinates so I know where to go. No, not always. They only have one sometimes. Observe. I don't want to deal with this and something not as good. Contacts. The Shroud Enclave. Hold up. Okay, that is kind of far away. Is this inside the Marauders? How? This is not a thing. This is not a thing. How the fuck is it here? Why is it an ally? What? I have never seen this. First of all, I think they have way too many systems. Why do they have this many systems? Why do they have Gargantua? Why do they have these two systems? They should only have 3 or 4. I'm sorry, what? Okay, but there is one that I can go to, this one. So, if we cope hard enough, I start here. I need to go I need to invade this system. They have evil guys there. You know what? If I go here with one ship, I might be able to accidentally see the shroud. I just need to go up and kind of end up here. Okay, fair, I guess. We're gonna do this one. I have never seen that fucking setup of a can. That's actually very based of the can to do. Okay, I'm gonna send you here, and I'm gonna pre-ship you there. Again, checking which one has more mining districts, so we're gonna get that one. I hate it. We're also doing ish artifacts, but we're just sucking on the minor artifacts. We had the everything else though. What am I doing? Government again, finding the voice. Expansion is isolationist. I hate it. I'm actually bummed out about this, but I'm about to also restart to find one that is here. I hate it so much. That actually bummed me out. This is like peak Gestal experience. This is why some people actually, including myself for a while, had a script that just printed the entire galaxy and show you where all the enclaves were, because it's just so fucking bullshit to deal with. Main weakness of the build, need to back the shroud. Yes! That is every single Gestal build you can ever play, I hope you know that. This is not like a unique weakness to this build. You can still do it, it just takes longer. But the difference of having the Shroud Teacher and not having the Shroud Teacher is just fucking day and night. I hate it. I'm gonna hire another Admiral for this. But first I'm gonna get the science ship. Knowledge. But Jesus Christ, I'm almighty, what the hell is this? What the hell Leanta was that? It was around here. I kinda need to go like this. There's also one here that I might not be able to see even. But oh well, I also did not do this. Custom made, mass produced. I am so about to create the script again, just to find the shroud every single game, because it's so fucking stupid, is the thing. So many builds depend on that RNG, and it's horrible. I do find it funny the players that just have the second instance of a Stellaris in the background. Just open, like they do this when the game starts, they just do this, they save. Then they just do the initial setup, they do the classic initial setup. Then they just tab out of a Stellaris, they go into the second instead of the Stellaris, then they load the save, go into Observer and try to find the shroud. I've seen players do that, they've streamed that, it's truly an experience. I think it went this way. Okay, I know you're supposed to go like this. I think this one's supposed to go like this. Five months, okay, it does have time. I'm gonna go into fast. Is the trick working? It is. I'm gonna get more energy. I'm gonna colonize that one. Ooh, okay, okay, this is good. This is good RNG. We start with good RNG. Okay. This is going to solve all of our economic problems. Yes, they give +2 Unity Pervolator, but it's crazy. It's just a difference of day and night. It should not be that much of a difference. It's very stupid it is that much of a difference. But like for so many builds, if you don't have it, you're just bad. So when you see me in the Colosseum asking, has anyone seen the shroud? It's not because I'm doing a bit. It's because I need the shroud. I need that teacher. Great domain expansion. All tap omnipotence. Yes. Just ultimate expansion. Just tab out to see the fucking shroud. It is surely an experience. No, it's not a bit. No, finding the shroud is not a bit. It's generally just like you need to find it or you're bad at video games. I think it was this way. They both had to go like in kind of similar ways, but different at the same time. Maybe stupid it was this way. I can't remember. But we already have a better head start. We have minor artifacts, which are very crucial to our needs. Amplified subprocesses. We once again go for statecraft. Here we're gonna go for another first colony ship and then science ship. And we're gonna get tech from space, so we're gonna turn on decentralized research. I actually can't remember where it was exactly. Oh my god, I'm going the wrong direction. It was up. Playing Gestal was actually a bit all along. That is so true. Playing Gestal is just bad in general in a lot of areas. Maybe a really shrewd player could start with teachers of the shroud, negotiate the location. We have done that multiple times. There's people that actually just extort out. This is a common occurrence. Aggressive, proactive, charismatic. Okay, what if you don't go there, please? Why are you this way? The missiles cucked me. What is this? But see, the difference is also finding minor artifacts. Before we had to build like a lot of energy, now we just can immediately start doing the uplink nodes, so we have more unity. It's plain Gestal is just how much do you want to cry? How much do you want to suffer? And the answer is always a lot. There's nothing you can do about it. Just having minor artifacts is such a boost. The fact we didn't get them before was such a bummer. Please just stop going to where the evil people are. What the fuck is this? Okay, I'm gonna have to time this right. I think now. No, this one's gonna catch him. Oh, it didn't. Good. What is this? I actually going the wrong way. I need more science ships. I need more minor artifacts. We're gonna get a unity for minor artifacts. It's fantastic. Go, do crime. Okay, we're actually gonna need another energy now. Just realize the systems with red names are forbidden Jesus Christ. Yes, you make it so the ships don't go there. You can also do something really funny, that is this. You restrict this one, you restrict this one, and then you select any utility to return home. But because there is no connection, it just goes into FTL back home. I thought it was some type of bug or something now. Paradox, please make minor artifacts tradable. Dream of extorting the Gestals was never so close. No, this guy knows. He knows ball. Just bully the Gestals into giving them all the resources, and they will actually have to say yes. If I didn't have minor artifacts and I had to pay, I would be able to pay like 1k energy for 100 minor artifacts. That's so bad you need them. You want alloys? I'll give them to you. Just give it the fucking artifacts. That's how you know the game is balanced. But playing Gestal was a bit all along. I think we got this. Wait, I don't like this. What did I find? Why? That's so far away. Why? Who discovered this? Okay, this is gonna solve the energy, so we can just keep doing Unity. Who are you? Traders. I don't care about you. Please don't tell me this is the dead end that I was supposed to take this path. Deneb? Okay. Keep at it. Just keep going forward. You are going to repair, and then you are going to take... By the way, you can queue repairs. That's something some people don't know. You can just shift click this, and it will first do the repair, and then you ask it to do something else, then it will do that something else immediately. Like, yeah, now it's going directly there after asking it to be repaired. It was a dead end. I hate this game. Favorite society? We just keep doing all the uplink nodes in the world. Even if we can't afford it. It's just that unnecessary. Okay, I think the bed was something like this, that is like in this system or this one. What the hell is this? You can see it tried to be something it wasn't. Okay, now we go map the stars. Jumping from 150 to 25 Unity by finishing finding the voices in Star Favor Society. Yeah, it's so good. Oh, this is like the perfect thing, architectural interest and unifier. That's gonna aid us until we find a shroud. Okay, you are going to go to the Timo shroud that is here. Please tell me this is not a dead end. What the fuck is the connection then? Here? Then it goes here? Only now we understand what eager explorers with map script is so cursed and funny. Yep. No, go back. Okay, where the fuck is the connection then? Do I need to go like this? I remember there was a connection here. Did it just say it wrong? Is the connection just this? I should have taken a screenshot. More minor artifacts, which means Unity. That is the reason why we also wanted minor artifacts. But that was just a demonstration. I should not have clicked that this soon. It's a waste of Unity. We don't have max Unity while we get the artifacts. Okay, what the fuck did I find here? Okay. I'm getting more solar panels, more minerals. Still cannot open archivism, so I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get another science ship so it explores this area. If we get some luck, we're gonna be able to find even more minor artifacts and more of these wonders. Yes, they provide Unity if you have caretaker network. That's the only way they provide Unity. So now you see why I am taking archivism as a tradition, right? It's not because it's a good tree, but because the Colosseum restrictions, the virtuality has to be here. So if this is something I just need to remove as fast as possible, it has to be archivism because it gives me the artifacts, and I get Unity from the artifacts, so it costs less to click this, technically speaking. Always tell what you need to find them naturally. Yeah. This counts if you click here, but if someone gives them to you through a thread, it doesn't count. Doesn't matter if we go over the cap. So pick and curse at the same time. Welcome to Gestalt. You see the things you need to do to Gestalt in this economy. Well, they call this a real build? Come on. What are you doing? You need to be a roamer, so you find more stuff faster. Is it this way? No, that is closed. It was this way. A Stunner Shock would say, this is Stellaris these days and age. Yes. Dante's really funny when dealing with that. We're playing a mates game, that's what I call it, for context. That is basically... I hope this gives me the cruiser. If it has the cruiser, I can just pull faster with it. We're playing a mates game, but that is basically the Necrit Survival Invasion mod, and then we just slap in Tasty Mates mod into the action. I have so many recordings, I just have not uploaded any of them. And this Friday he joined us again, but Quantum Quail outlived him, and it was truly interesting to see. The frigate. It's still good. You can still explore with this. It just takes a hell of a lot of time to go anywhere. The reason why you actually want to find this kind of ships is because they have this. Where is it? Sensors. So they have sensor range and hyperlane detection range, so it helps you find where you want to go more easily. Okay, we're gonna save this in the background, which is always pretty funny to think about. Fortunate error. So now you can explore for sites. Peak, this is knowledge, must be shared. Oh wait, no, hold up. Who's going towards the enemy? How the fuck did I do that? No, you shouldn't. You need to continue going this way. I think it's this way. Oh, you can continue going up. I think they're gonna stop in this planet. Okay, good, good, good. So we have until year 10 to click on that one. We have the Grand Archive. Good. That means we can open Archivism now. Okay, this is the reason why we want to open Archivism. Okay, what are you fighting? No, not this one. Come on. So the reason why you want to open Archivism is because you saw how this gives Unity. So this will give Unity because it gives a specimen. Here we have another specimen. Here we have another specimen. Here we have another specimen. So if you have the Civic, the tradition basically pays for itself. So if you just want to bump over a tradition, this is the tradition you need to bump over. Please retreat now. I hate you. I think it was this way. So there's a method to the madness. By the way, I'm not the one who discovered this maniacal idea. It was Sakuya, the one who did it first, and he showed it to me. And the idea was just to click Ascension year 15, but you can still click Ascension year 15 with this, but you just need to find the shroud. Yeah, the shroudwalker system is south for Gargantua. Yes. But the question is, will I be able to see it if I'm here? I think I need to bring the frigate. I think the frigate will be able to see it. Okay, another specimen. Good, good, good. We can just not touch anything there. I know that the frigate will be able to see it. I don't know if this one will be able to. Was it able to see it? No, we just found the Gargantua. Fuck. We just found this, guys. Okay, I know the frigate will be able to see it. That's the only part that matters. I'm gonna order it to come here. 10. This is the one. How long? 2 years. How long? Okay, I should click that now. Then we go for this, I guess. Effective later is nice. This can also be the shroud, that's the worst part. I should probably continue doing this. Unless this guys we found. Okay, to check the theory, if they could actually see the shroud, when they jump here, it needs to see this system. Pixies. You know it. Okay, yes, they'd be able to see the shroud. Oh no, it's just this guy, so it's whatever. I want this guy back just so it gives the 5% speed. Tianavek. Okay, yeah, this should not be an issue at all. Okay, you're gonna go here. So when you're playing Gestalt, you should also... Ooh, I'm actually gonna click this first. So... No. Go back. Excavate side. Wait. Is it this one? Oh my god, is that one? I hate it. Okay. You're gonna stay there for a bit. This ship might actually punch this ones by accident if I made him go too close. He's a prone launcher. Why? No, stop it. Bad. No, shoo, go away. Okay, there we go. Yeah, pure action. For real Russians, it looked like it's one of the Ubisoft games with 80% was covered. So good. Okay, how long do we have? Still have a few months. 4 months is basically when we click this. Fascinating, I guess. Please, it has to jump here and detect this system. If it doesn't, I'm gonna cry. Please. Stellaris thriller moment. Okay, we had this guy do nothing. Now we can go back here. We also get this, which is gonna give us Unity. This is the real moment of truth. Nothing else matters. It did! It detected it! Retreat! Save yourself, frigate. The frigate is winning! It's so stupid. Okay, now we saved the Unity for real. Now we need to not click anything because we're gonna immediately finish this. We didn't even get a skill bonuses because we just cancel everything. So stupid. I should have let it finish this. Just for the skill bonuses. But like I said, how do you know a build is good? It's when it stupidest things ever. High IPM players highlights. This is so real. You don't understand the things we need to do to find the fucking shroud. I was actually worried because the shroud system has this. I was worried they will not see the shroud. That actually made me panic for a moment. Wait, so shared skill is not depending on the guy. Okay, got it. We have low stuff, that means we need to click this. Blink node. Right, if it was an enabled system, would have interfered with sensor range. I think the shroud will have seen me. I'm not sure. So I was like coping very hard about it on silent. Let's see what this gives. This is actually a really good system, but I don't care enough to get it. I'm content with this one. We need a bit more of alloys, but that's fine. We'll get there eventually. Attempt to contact them. Yes, to crime, contact them. Is this the moment we see them? No, not yet. God damn it. Just finding the shroud is the best thing a Gestal player can do. If we had more minor artifacts, we could also just spam artifact relay, artifact relay, artifact relay. To confuse your enemy and yourself is to win in chaos. See, Art of War about Stellaris builds. So true. I'm actually gonna remove this. To confuse your enemy, first you need to confuse yourself. I like how they worked for like a month on Isles and then they went to Unity. We have too much energy with disable this. We need all the other jobs. I'm gonna let this guys grow for a bit. Blue lasers. That's fine and dandy. Capacity subsidies. Unplugging node. Sinking planet. By the way, the reason why we're saving archivism before we continue clicking is the amount of unity you get from the specimens is dependent on the amount of unity you gain. So if you wait until you have the shroud guide, you just get insane amount of unities. Curious. We don't have enough to launch it again. We need more minor artifacts. Recover that thruster, sure, why not? Yes! Welcome, welcome, welcome. We were waiting for your arrival. Okay, now it went up by a lot. Good, good, good. We wait 2 months. Good. 600. This is beautiful. 600. I love it. Okay, now now we can do this. To stay one click away from everything before we finish. We're gonna start clearing that one. We're actually not making as much unity as we should be making, which is not ideal. Can anything here give me something good for the unity? No, it's all useless. I wish I had more minor artifacts I could just launch. I think that building the Grand Archives also gives you unity, but I'm not sure about that one. I do forget. No, we're gonna do it just in case. We're gonna get the alloys we need. Barely on time. So let's continue doing all of this. It does, then I need to finish the Grand Archive sooner then. Also, finding a individualistic nation gives you unity on first contact, which is pretty funny. We click this. Translate. Okay, that's enough for clicking this. We must just continue doing this. Maybe we find something good. Unfinished construction. That's fine. But see what would have happened if we found the shroud guys like way sooner. There's a day and night difference. We will have already finished the ascension if we had found them sooner, or if we got more minor artifacts. Yes, I want to stay below 100 empire size. I'm also gonna go virtual, so it doesn't really matter. I should have done this sooner. That's extra unity we didn't get. Do we have any unity from this ones? No. I guess the research is alright. But it might not be worth the energy cost. Oh, we lost the frigate. It did one job and then it fucking died. Okay, that's ideal. Mastery of nature first. So this goes down in cost. We did this. We are gonna go rescue the guy that I'm missing after we finish this one. I think weak signal gives minor artifacts, but I'm not sure. I also realized we have living metal, but we don't have the living metal decision. Make it make sense, game. Inquisitive. Then we do statecraft is fine if we do it now. Where is it? Imperial prerogative. We need that unity. Synthetic age. So we launch it sooner. You're 17, we're very late on doing this, 2 years late. Finding the shroud really is a delay. Okay, we get here minor artifacts. This is a really good system. So while we're not allowed to do the tradition until we finish 4, we're allowed to click synthetic age before finishing 4 traditions. The virtual just needs to be just cannot start until we have 4 ascension perks, but the situation can start, so we're doing fine here. It's gonna take like a year to finish. I mean 10 years to finish. Which is gonna be around year 30, so it's gonna be okay-ish. Yeah, 4 years. We have enough minor artifacts. Good, good, good. Did I cancel the construction? I did. I did. I did in fact cancel the construction. And we can also just click machine worlds now. For normal multiplayer games, you will skip archivism. If this was a normal multiplayer game, absolutely, archivism is not necessary. But we have the restriction on virtual, so I need archivism. You can also skip statecraft and just get archivism instead. It's not the worst thing to get. It's free unity, and the specimen is not the worst thing to have. You can get the funny relics with it. Please continue exploring. I need to find anything. At this point, we just need to finish the construction on our capital. I'm also gonna get the colonist ship, but I'm not gonna make it yet. All to keep the empire size below 100. For some reason, finding random junk and corpses is an enlightening experience for the whole nation. That is so true. We need to reach around 95k unity, I believe. Let's see, can we build this? No. Not yet, but now we can. That should give all the unity. Okay, now we have the nanites one, but we don't have the living metal one. What the hell? I don't understand how it works. I have living metal. We have one mega structure being built, and it doesn't let us do the funny. Okay, I'm gonna send this here, but I'm not gonna colonize it yet. In the meantime, we're gonna keep trying to find anything and everything that can help us find more minor artifacts. Just so we can keep clicking artifact analysis, and artifact relay on our capital. Okay, I believe this one gives minor artifacts or a specimen. This guy was attempting to do a fucking archaeology site that did not exist yet. Now I can lure them away. Okay, we lost finding the voice. That's sad. We're about to lose this one as well, which is also not ideal. I'm gonna remove the tech. Why archivism? Okay, Jetfly. Why? Because I need to do 4 fucking traditions for virtual. Because each of these guys gives me specimens which give unity. So I don't have to spend 10 gazillion years doing the fucking situation that I started year 17. Why? Because it's good for unity, that's why. Please don't tell me anyone is reducing the unity gain. Okay, they're not. They're not bad people. Evil Jaws, yes, doing archivism to get good at video games is pure evilness. They're still trying to do the fucking archaeology site that doesn't exist yet. I hate them so much. You need to send a construction ship there so they stop crying about it. Really, how much unity do you get? Depends on the unity gain, but you gain 1, 2, 3, 4 specimens just from this, and each specimen gives you bulk unity. So archivism is like a reduction tradition. You don't pay the same amount of unity because it gives you unity back if you have caretaker network or galactic archivism or something similar. See, it gives unity, and we don't have. Right, when you have 600 is when you want to do archivism in general. Alright, we need to click this. The mastery of nature over here. No, the tradition is not cheaper. It's just that because it gives you bulk unity, you are paying like less because it gives you unity in return. Just play Shroud Force Barb and nerfed it to the ground. So true. Okay. I have living metal. Why does it not let me do the fucking thing? Maybe now? No? I don't have the decision yet. I hate it. What are you doing? Can you agree of caretaker once you said no, it's a permanent. It's permanent. How many planets is good for virtual? I need to try them for the first time. 5, 6. You can take as many as you want as long as you don't start getting the negative thing, which I don't remember how much it is. Sure, have minerals. Stay away from me. Hold up, it was... Yeah, you can have 7 planets in total before you start losing efficiency. 6, 7, shut up, Grogor. What is... I actually should just click this. I shall not just click this, I still need that. But I can replicators. And the hunter-seeking drones. I can also stop paying for the replicators here. And I need to slap in a sentinel post and a sentinel post as well. Crime events are not fun for Gestalt. Oh no, 6-7 zone. That is not going as well. So to fix it, we go for energy greed. All of this went active without me clicking anything. I'm gonna have to sell some. That's fine. So getting a specimen gives you 6 times unity output, and finishing the Grand Archive gives you 12x, so getting 3 specimen gives you more unity than finishing the structure. It is how it is. What can we say? Yeah. You need to remember that the archivism tree just gives you fucking specimens. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just doing multiple at the same time. That actually threw me off. Okay, why are tech jobs? Get rid of that. Just, there is a mod that tells you anomaly output and specimen output. I don't know. Dixon output too. That seems like a bit too... whatever. Okay, let's see. We're about to get there. We're slowly getting there. Or we're just gonna sell this. Just get more energy. We can get Mastery of Nature later. We need to do this fast and pronto. No, it's just the probability. It's like having Waking Game. Oh, I didn't know that. That seems useful. Okay, it's finally doing this. They were trying to do this archaeology side before it existed. I don't know. This game is weird, man. 37 months. So we're gonna finish after year 30, which is fine. You just need to find the fucking shroud before year 10 and you're fine. Which is literally just going to the guy playing Teachers of the Shroud and begging. Okay, my mom just called me, so I had to answer the phone. Let's see. Jetfi, name please. If not her, asking for friend. I don't know, I'm not on PC right now. Research enabling workshop is some Chinese mod. No Chinese spyware, I checked. That's a no thanks, the best, no problem, bro. You know what? The mod sounds so good. If it was a spyware, I will download it. That's just life. That's just how it works. I guess getting the survey speed early instead of the later experience is better. I should have checked that. I'm gonna have to replace this guy with this drone storage. Just tests infertility is really good with good micro, then you switch to Kata technocracy. 500 tech, 200 I was year 23. Yeah, that seems really good. Funnier, you know. I also need the lots of tiny micro to reach that. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't want to do tiny micro. We are gonna get this TNK Mount Rave. That was like the most useless one I've ever seen. Okay, so year 3 we're gonna be broke if we do this. Which is fine, it is expected. But year 35 we shall be on top of the world tonight. And then we just lapping galactic force projection. I fucking forgot to turn on the... Ah! This is why you restore the jobs. God, I forgot. Good council job and everything, that's really good. So this research enclave finishes and we should be able to get all the tech in the world we needed. Now we can start colonizing this. Since we were waiting to not pay extra unity. No, it doesn't matter. So year 30 we're 100% broke if we don't get the funny guys fast. I hate it. On virtual it's very difficult to get rid of the corrupt drone jobs. There is no way. This event is gonna stay there forever. I'm just gonna cry about it. I need more police jobs. Yeah, virtual moment 1.1k tech. I don't see any good Gestal build that can make good research. Have Shroud Forge and Virtual have that. Jesus Christ, what are those events? Hive can get good tech, it's just that I'm not motivated enough to actually make it get good. Need to see all this. Let's see how fast we can get cruisers and all of that. If it's before year 35, I'll call this a good build. We just need to ensure that we find the shroud like as soon as possible. Improve servo motors. Sure, just go away. Stop bothering me. Bioking, very easy to reach 100% research speed. Yeah, but statecraft is now banned. I mean, not banned, but been nerfed to oblivion, so... Gestals still have a lot of fun stuff they can do. I'm noticing I'm gonna need so much trade. Let's go for more energy, I guess. Naval capacity. Like Jetfight, if I was actually with the second instance of Stellaris and the Wolf have gone for the shroud that is here, evading all the enemies and all of that, and gotten the shroud before year 10, I will have ascended year 15. That's not really that big of an issue. So it's not like this build is bad, it's just find the fucking shroud type of scenario. I should also reform off of Memorialist, but I think that the way you're supposed to construct the bots, so you can just fucking build everything fast. I love having not to care about amenities. I do want more alloys, but I'm gonna get them once I get this planet in specific. Venom bio build takes a big difference, just good litter in general. Yeah, it is. And thrusters. Yeah, if this had ascended like Star Ascension 2 years earlier, we would have been so much better spot. And skillish on my side. Oh, this is actually worth it by a lot. I gotta go. Good night, his Jetfire. Yeah, that's fair. I need to make this build work better. Somehow. I think it's just a question of RNG with fucking Shroud. There's nothing I can do about it. I also don't have Supremacy. I don't have a slot to do Supremacy. I need Discovery. For the anomaly research speed and then the service speed and then the edict. My low stability, what is wrong? Oh my god. Well, right now this build has one sole goal. Cruiser 035. Let's see. Should probably make more energy. Here. We're just not gonna roll cruisers. This is gonna be so funny. We might actually just not roll cruisers. Huh, this is basically fine. Deny transmuter. We're doing fine with this. I guess we can put some strongholds in here. We could just sell the specimens. Yeah, that actually fix our economy. Oh my god, we're actually not getting Cruiser 035. Well, that's a good one to sell, if not anything. Cruisers, year 35, okay, we kind of do it. We're still very broke. I need to find a way to make this build work so I can be evil with it. Because if I actually tried this build in the Colosseum, they will just claim my capital and assassinate me. I can see that happening. It will probably happen. Well, I guess it's a way to get Unity in general. I was taking notes of the build to see improvements. Unless you get more planets, just get stuck. The same amount of tech. This needs more alloys, which we're gonna get eventually. Just takes a while to set up. I guess if you find the shroud year 0 and you're behind a fallen emperor, this build is good. But I'm not too convinced about it. But oh well. I think I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for watching, I guess. This was fun, very informative evil happening in here. I'll actually try to assassinate people year 30 again on the Colosseum. I was just testing some baseline builds. I have some builds I haven't shown that I don't want to show until the Colosseum. But it was funny, so bye bye.